Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Syed Farooq Hasan. I am back with another episode of Sky is the Limit. Because it gives me an immense pleasure to highlight all the good things that are happening in Pakistan and bringing them to the knowledge of all my worthy viewers and the international community as such. Today, I am sitting at a world-class facility. I remember when I was a young kid, and that was not way too long. I used to pass by this institute, and at that time it was an institute. Now it is a university. Now how did that happen? How did an institute transform to a world-class university in such a short span of time? And how did it become a symbol of integration of different communities in Pakistan? That we will learn from the rector of this worthy institute. I happen to be present at the office of the rector, National University of Modern Languages, Major General Shahid Mahmood Kayani, Hilale Imtiaz Military. Let's speak to him. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Thank you very much for giving us time, sir. It's an honor to be sitting here and talking to you. And as I mentioned in the intro, you know, I always used to get fascinated as a kid whenever we used to come to this part of Islamabad, and there was this institute, it was written National Institute of Modern Languages. And then, you know, I lost touch, and after a long time when I was going through some documents, and I said it's National University of Modern Languages, yes. NAML. And NAML is now mentioned everywhere in Pakistan, and I'm sure you have with I think faculty of about 2,000, with alumni of more than 100,000, with about 29,000 students, yes. And so many faculties that you're operating in engineering and other, you know, like business studies and all. This used to only represent the languages. How did this transformation happen and when? I'm going to talk about that. But first, how did you land up here? We need to know that.
Thank you very much, Farooq. We are really honored.
Sir.
I am privileged, and let me tell you, NAML is privileged that you have considered us to present ourselves to our Pakistani brothers and sisters, not only at home, but of course abroad as well.
So,
NAML is really fortunate that we are not talking today about NAML's progress and this all reformation. You're right, NAML started its life as an institute, National Institute of Modern Languages,
sir,
in 1969.
Sir.
And over the period of time, it transformed into university. The university was basically the idea to have a National University of Modern Languages, which should have its footprint across Pakistan.
Sir.
But before I do that,
sir,
and tell you how this reformation took place,
sir,
how did I land up here?
Yeah, that's the most important part.
That is the most important
You're a part of this journey.
Yes. Being an army officer who has always been on many instructional appointments, being part of a higher education institution like NAML was a dream. So when I completed my journey of in uniform and found a pause in between, I was assigned this responsibility, which has always been my dream. Why it has been my dream? Because this assignment which I got was, I feel this is a result of a prayer.
Answer to your prayer?
Yes, it is an answer to my prayer.
Okay.
Not my prayer, but I would say a prayer of my mother.
Okay.
Who has been an educationist for 35 years. Herself, she has been teaching.
Okay.
And I myself have been a student till class 7th. So, knowing her fully well and her dedication to the education department, when I was assigned this responsibility of NAML, when I went back to my home, she said, Shahid, it had been my prayer that you should join the academia one day. And I said, I'm so happy to be part of academia, but thanks God, this prayer has come true now.
Wow. So you weren't expecting, you've had some very high profile assignments while serving in uniform. So did you have any idea that, you know, after retiring from the forces, you will be joining as the rector of one of the recognized universities in Pakistan?
Honestly telling you that when this assignment was, I got the information that I'll begin getting this assignment, and there was another assignment also in line with this.
Okay.
But all that was more maybe beneficial in other ways. But when I learned that it is the academia and it is, I would be contributing towards the nation building of Pakistan,
Yes,
my
the future of
students,
Pakistan.
future of Pakistan. My heart really acknowledged that this is something for which I was born. I
Awesome.
would be able to contribute here. I would do certain things which would strengthen the foundation of this country.
It always helps if you have the passion, and if there's something you want and you end up being there, then there's definitely a lot more chances that you can transform the same for
Yes.
betterment. So great. So you came here and you took over Namal as the rector. Now Namal, as you know, we'll go through the journey, but as I understand, it used to be one building and one institute. But I was just, you know, when we were talking, I was surprised to know that you are present all over Pakistan, and you have more than one campus, and you have 29,000 students. You know, how did this transformation happen? And when did you move away from just being a language-centric university to a multi-faculty, you know, like disciplinary,
yes, institution? If you allow me to say that Namal is truly a blessing of Almighty for this country. This university is not a profit-making university. It is a university which is based on the basic idea that we have to contribute towards the educational enhancement of this nation.
So
The children who come all over the country, right from Panjgur, Turbat to Chitral, Hunza, Skardu, Kashmir,
the
far-flung
remotest of areas,
the remotest of the
and
areas.
the most modern or advanced
Absolutely,
areas.
absolutely. So you think about an area and we have got students from there.
Okay.
So in real essence, Namal provides a platform for the national integration. We get them here not only for the other disciplines which have over the period of time we have included in our curriculum. The flavor of language which we enjoy over here, that is substantially contributing towards bringing everybody on one platform, and then think alike and behave alike and act alike.
Uniformed.
It is absolutely.
And this is a true symbol of national integrity,
Absolutely.
integration.
Integration, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
1969, Nimal with 4 languages, and basically to meet our own needs. But in year 2000, in May 2000, we thought, and our elders thought, that there is a need to elevate this platform into a national level university. And that, I think that was the most momentous event in this entire history of Naval. We immediately got into the footsteps where we started thinking that what all we can put together. And not only that we had faculty of languages at that time, we started having faculty of social sciences. We started teaching management sciences. We have got the arts and humanities, some excellent faculty in the engineering and computing, where we're teaching artificial intelligence, computer science, software engineering, electrical engineering, and let me express my happiness in sharing this with my Pakistani brothers and sisters. Namal offers you one of the best faculties which we can offer in Pakistan. And not only that, since I said earlier that it is not a profit-making university, we just make sure that everybody who wants to study, he or she should be able to join us. And while they join us, we strongly believe that education is the best social equalizer. The education picks up the people from the lowest level and brings them at par to the nation.
Education is the only way forward. It's the only way you can actually improvise your life standard and you know, contribute to the country also at the same time. So we will come to the merit and the admission criteria and the fee structure, as you mentioned, is probably one of the lowest in the public sector universities. But before that, you have almost 25% of your faculty is PhD.
Yes.
Rest of them are MPhils.
Yes.
how do you manage to attract and retain such kind of high quality faculty, and what is your mechanism of expanding different faculties in your university? Like, is there an R&D department which is in touch with the different universities of the world and how they are functioning and how to keep up the pace?
It is extremely, I would say, focused question, very good question, because this is what we do. To come to the faculty first.
Sir.
Almost 2,000, 430 plus PhDs, and you see, they are the intellectuals. They are the one who are impacting very positively in the society also. Their most important part is the teaching part, but other than that, they are contributing in many ways in the studies, in the consultancies, in publications, in research, all over.
Sure.
Now, how to attract all these people? First of all, NAML has got a name not only in Pakistan, abroad also. Absolutely. You can see the kind of countries with which we have got the collaboration.
Collaborations, yeah.
Not only that we collaborate with the embassies and the ambassadors keep visiting us, more than that, we have got some very, very functional and active MOUs with international universities. Just to share with you, recently we had an MOU with one of the Turkish universities, Düzce. Düzce is some 3 hours from Istanbul, and the MOU described the mutual exchange of students.
Okay.
And at the moment, as we talk now, there are 16 students from NAML who are studying in Düzce without any tuition fee, free of cost.
Is it like an exchange program?
It is an exchange program. In that, they, without any tuition fee, they are studying there. They are just bearing the cost of their hostel charges, which are just 15 to 16,000 Pakistani rupees.
15 to 16,000 Pakistani rupees per month?
Per month.
Okay.
So, in that way, likewise in China, we have got our exchange programs, and many other universities. We have yesterday we have signed an MOU with Al Farabi University of Kazakhstan, who are equally keen to have the same exchange program, not only for the students but for the faculty also.
So you reach out to these universities, or is it like, how does it work? Is there an R&D department, or you have a specified department which deals in this?
Yes, sir. We have got a department of National International Linkage Office. We call it NILO.
Okay.
The director NILO is basically, and his staff, they're basically responsible to find the possibilities all over the world. They keep reading the spectrum, that who all align with us, who have got the common objectives which we have. If they've got the languages and we have got the languages, they have got the engineering and computing. And so when we find the commonality of approach, we write to their international office, and on the base of response, we start engaging. And after having found that, yes, there is an opportunity here, and they can benefit and we can benefit, we move ahead, and after having got the approval from the government, the MOU is signed.
That is amazing, and that gives an international flavor to all our local students also. Do you have students from abroad also coming and studying here?
Yes, sir, we have got the students from abroad also.
Okay.
The students, you will be happy to know that there is a large number of students who are learning languages from us online.
Okay.
People sitting abroad in many countries. We have got online language teaching program.
Right.
And at the same time, on-campus teaching is also there. So we have got students from many of our brother countries, from Turkey, from China,
nice.
And
they're staying here?
They're staying here. We have got state-of-the-art hostel for the foreign students, where they are not only provided good food and best of the environment, but also we make sure that all other aspects are looked after.
And they become ambassadors of Pakistan. What do they say? What's their initial reaction? Because I'm sure most of the people, like when they want to create a misperception, they're like, oh, like things are not good in Pakistan and all that. What do they say, these international students that you have?
I think the proverb that seeing is believing is truly applicable here. When they reach here in Pakistan and we receive them and they interact with the Pakistani students and the faculty, many of them, when they come to my office or I interact with them, their first reaction is, this is not that Pakistan which we heard about. A Mexican teacher, when she came here, and I was interviewing her. She was wearing Pakistani attire, and I asked her, Gloria, what are your impressions about Pakistan? She said, Mr. Rector, I can't believe whatever I've been told. This is entirely a different country. Likewise, yesterday I had a rector from Kazakhstan, rector of one of the universities, and his expressions were exactly the same. He said, General, you have got a marvelous country. And you see, my heart was thumping really when I heard these remarks. We are blessed people. Pakistan is a blessing of Almighty.
Yes.
And I think we do not have enough words to thank Allah Ta'ala on this.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
So Shahid, at a time when most of the education that students are getting is aimed at getting a good job or getting employment. This is the era that we're living in.
Yeah.
You know, people have put the knowledge part aside and are more focused on, you know, what will this course that I'm doing, what will it fetch me in the market when I go for a job, right? Yeah. So there's a very thin line and a very delicate balance that has to be maintained between knowledge and employability,
yeah.
right? How does your university or you as rector manage to balance that balancing element?
This is a hard fact. As they say, money makes the bear go.
Yes.
So every student who enters the university and who's spending, their first requirement is that they must get requisite employability also. When the students have got focus on the employability only, the area which is affected is the character,
So,
his integrity, his those virtues which make a personality.
right?
And for us, this is the most important thing. We have to strike a very fine balance in between the skills which he or she wants to learn to earn his living, and at the same time to make him a human being, a gentleman, so as unless he becomes he gets those skills, he or she will not be able to perform well in the society also. So if we let him go just to give him the employability skills and do not look at that side, we will end up in a person who would be least concerned about the surroundings, about the human being.
Absolutely.
For that very reason, we have got a very comprehensive plan. We get those guest speakers here, those who come and deliver lectures on the character building, on the integrity, on those values which are bread and butter of our society, the respect of the parents, living with the other people around in the society. So everything is taken good care of,
right,
so as to make him an all-rounded person who is beneficial for the society at home, and if he or she goes abroad, they represent Pakistan in the most befitting manner.
Great, great. That's awesome. That's like music to my ears. So coming to the basic questions, as you were mentioning that you have probably the lowest fee structure in a public sector university in Pakistan. If I was to get admission in NAML, what would be the procedure? How would I go about it? And what is the kind of fee structure that I should be expecting to get into a world-class organization, university like this, where I can actually look forward to a brighter future for myself?
So let me say that first of all, NAML today has got 5 faculties.
So,
with 33 departments, and at this moment as we speak, 89 programs, okay, which are being run today in NAML. 29,000 students, 17,000 only in the main campus of Islamabad, which is larger than many of the universities which are around. The question is, what makes NAML a destination for a student? Why would a student Why should they come here?
Absolutely.
So, one, that we are the lowest in the fee. That is one, but if low fee is not giving equal good amount of
education or value or knowledge,
so that would not do good justice with the students.
Yeah.
That is how NAML has worked out the curriculum in such a way that we follow the merit also.
Okay.
Anybody who is interested to join NAML, every year we've got 2 semesters, the spring semester, the fall semester. when the announcement goes in the media, on the print media, electronic media, as many as 10,000, 12,000 students apply. And we have got the total slots available around 3,000, 3,200. So they go through a procedure of entry test, and then the merit which they make in their matriculation examination and their intermediate examination. So based on the merit, we shortlist the top people, top students who could be accommodated.
So it's your past performance and an entry test?
Yes, both of them they make
combined.
And just to add, for the knowledge of those students who would be finding their destination in coming fall semester, any student who has got the aggregate of 80% in their exam, the entry test and their FSC exam, 80%, they would be given a fee waiver of 50% in the first semester.
That's for starters?
That for starters.
Oh, wow.
And if they continue with the same GPA in the coming semesters, 25% to 30% waiver is given in every semester fee.
Absolutely amazing. That's to encourage all the bright students, basically.
Yes.
So what if I manage to get, like, people are coming from rural areas, from humble backgrounds. What if I manage to get admission and I'm not able to pay my fee after 2 semesters? Are you going to throw me out?
So Namal claims that we are not a profit-making university.
Okay.
We are not looking at the pockets of the students and their parents. Our sole aim is to contribute so as to make sure that every student, every citizen of Pakistan who is desirous to seek education, they are given full opportunities. And you are right, at the moment we have got 9,000 students who come from the background where payment of fee of all 8 semesters is very, very difficult. Students are there who have not paid for 2 semesters, 3 semesters. We have got cases in which students have not paid the fee for 8 semesters and they have passed out. But as per the leadership of this university, the chairman BOG, the instructions are that we do not expel anybody because he has not been able to pay the fee, because we feel that they have right on education.
Every Pakistani
has got a right on education. As the Prime Minister also says, each one teach one. So exactly on the same lines, Namal feels that non-payment of fee, that hurts us, but we cannot just tell them that thank you very much, you cannot pay it. We always encourage them. We make certain programs. We have got a program in which all those students who cannot pay their fee, we get them we provide them job inside Namal.
Okay,
and we pay them some 15,000, 20,000 rupees per month.
Okay.
So that is shown on the website of Namal. All those students, they apply, again the merit is followed.
Transparency.
Absolutely transparency.
Wow.
We're paying some scholarship, 2,000 scholarships we paid last year.
Very nice.
There are need-based scholarship which come from the HEC. There is a Namal support program which we fund entirely from within, faculty supporting, the students are coming in, the people who can chip in from their side. So altogether, this money is also spent on those students who come from very humble background, but they are performing very well. That makes the merit.
Awesome. That is a national service that you're doing, sir. Tell me one thing. So whenever we hear about modern languages and like international languages, German, Chinese, French, other languages, all languages for that matter, the first thing that pops in the mind is that the chances of getting an international job opportunity are brighter. If you know the language, because that's what international employers prefer, that you should speak their language. Like if you're going to the Gulf, you should be fluent in Arabic. Saudi jobs in Saudi, and there's so many jobs internationally. And Pakistan has a lot of workforce working outside Pakistan, which is contributing towards the economy of Pakistan by sending remittances also. Have you made any collaborations with the international employment agencies or local, like Overseas Pakistani Foundation or other agencies, whereby whenever these bright students graduate, they get an equal opportunity to vie for any international postings or assignments that may arise?
Farooq, this is again something very, very important.
So,
If you're teaching language and they are not finding the opportunities to
Right
get the
outlet.
employment,
So,
so there's no use. First of all, as per the vision of Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, we have recently conducted a training program of language teaching to the students of Federal Directorate of Education. We have trained 1,000 students in 4 international languages,
okay.
so as they can have the flavor of language right from the start. And it was being steered by NAML, by Federal Director of Education, and by the Ministry of Education. I would appreciate here Mr. Wani,
Mahmood Wani, yes, Secretary Education.
outstanding and dynamic gentleman. He is the one who got us together, and we could implement this vision of Prime Minister. And now the most important thing is that in next 5 years, we will be teaching language courses to 5,000 students of the federal schools in Islamabad,
okay.
which is a very big number. And these students, we hope that one day they will be coming to NAML for their higher language education. At the same time, Fauji Foundation Group has got an overseas employment secretariat, which is very consistently pursuing the training of language for those employees who will be going abroad. And NAML is also coming in a big way, supporting them also.
Exactly, Sir Shahid. On that ground, I actually wanted to ask you, what kind of programs do you offer? Like, is it a 6-month program, 1 year, 2 years? Could you just give us a brief on that?
I would like to explain. In the language domain, we have got certificate, first of all. Then we've got the diploma. And then we have got the courses for the interpretership also.
Okay.
So, starting from 6 months, 8 months, and 1 year.
Okay.
But at the same time, all these courses, all the students who are coming to learn the language, most of them, they opt to join the language in the degree program also.
Okay.
In which we have got one major language, maybe it could be German, and they've got English also as a minor program.
Okay.
And when they go through all this and they complete their studies in, say, 4
years,
in 4 years, they become so expert in the language that they command all the domains of that language. And most of the time, while they are in the 3rd or 4th semesters, they start getting the jobs also.
Okay.
Not only jobs outside the university, they get as interpreters inside the university. Whenever the delegations are coming, we have got so huge demand to send our interpreters for such kind of...
Like the diplomatic missions that come.
Diplomatic missions and the delegations coming from abroad, they are going to our different offices. So the demand of interpreters is too high. And these students, they start filling in that gap. Now, when we talk about the, say, certificates and diploma courses and interpretership, these are those skills which, if they acquire and they want to have higher studies abroad, they can utilize them in those respective countries also.
Amazing, amazing, great. And your degree, obviously, NAML is a recognized university, so even if you graduate you do your MBA or your engineering, is as good as doing it from any other university in Pakistan, and the job opportunities are the same.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Absolutely, right?
You see, our faculties also, I can boast that we have got one of the best faculties in the country.
In the world.
In the world, yes. And not only that we try to give them the best of the faculty, we try to provide them best of the facilities also.
Amazing.
Just to make a mention that in my engineering program, we have got here in main campus, we have got 38 labs.
38 labs.
Yes, and state-of-the-art equipment which has been installed over there. Likewise, in our regional campuses, as I mentioned earlier, regional campuses are spread all over the country. We have got the campus in Karachi, we have got in Hyderabad, we have got in Quetta, we have got in Mirpur, Azad Kashmir, in Multan.
Wow.
In
How many campuses do you have?
Altogether, including Peshawar, as I was mentioning, there are 10 campuses. And let me tell you, the people of Gilgit-Baltistan, they are demanding. They are requesting us vigorously that we should have a campus.
So there's a plan to do that?
Though the GB government has already given us the land, we have the plans in the future as and when it is approved by the
Board of Governors. Yep.
We plan to go there also. But the most important thing is, while we are spread all over the country and our footprint is everywhere, not only that we take the message of education everywhere, we allow the people to join together as well.
The integration
The
part.
integration part.
And maintaining the quality also at the same time. You know,
Yes.
that's very important.
Yes,
So
I
that you
wanted
can't
to
have
say that. I want to
different-
say that
Yeah.
we do not compromise on the quality as well.
So it's the same if you're studying in Peshawar or in other parts of other cities of Pakistan where
Yes.
Namal has a campus, or studying in Islamabad, it's the same level of education.
Sir, let me tell you that we cannot afford, one, that we cannot afford to have a compromise in studies. Secondly, Higher Education Commission, HEC, has got very
Stringent
standards and bodies, the accreditation bodies, which see our programs very closely. They monitor our programs, and unless they're in accreditation, for example, our these programs of engineering and computing and our business management program, there is like ANSAC and ANBAC and the education program. So there are accreditation bodies. Unless we qualify thoroughly, they do not approve our program. And if a program is not approved, we cannot teach it. And if we teach it, we cannot award the degree. It will be stopped by the HEC.
Absolutely, that's the law. So, Shahid, tell me one thing. Just one question that came to my mind. There are a lot of institutes that have mushroomed in different cities, seeing the demand of organizations internationally who want students who know the language, or who want employees who know the language. So we have a lot of training institutes, training centers in different parts, not recognized, not registered. Then we have some quality institutes also which are teaching their international languages, like Alliance France is one, and I'm sure there are others also. How would you compare your level of teaching as compared to those, and why should I not go to an institute which is in my street and come to Namal instead?
I'm so grateful you asked this question. I would like to send this message to my all brothers and sisters in Pakistan. It is not only a matter of learning a language. Sometimes you can learn a language through an app also.
So
today, Mondle, Duolingo, they are present. But you see, language is not only learned through the setups, it is learned through interaction. Namal provides you a complete environment. We have got the teachers who are the residents of those countries. Like if we are teaching Russian, if we are teaching Chinese, if we are teaching Turkish, we have got the teachers from Turkey, we have got teachers from Russia, we have got teachers from China.
So originality.
And moreover, the labs, the language lab which is with us, the equipment which we have installed, it is not possible that that is being provided in a street like
a smaller institute.
My recommendation to all of them, one, they charge a lot of money. Absolutely. On the contrary, Namal is not, I said, we are not profit-making university. Our aim is to give the best to our students so that they can contribute for Pakistan later on. And in that, we expect the return.
Great.
I chose Namal because it offers some of the best academics in my field, but I was pleased to find much more. This university provides extracurricular opportunities that allow students to see themselves beyond the classroom and give back to society through community service projects, internships, and so on.
One of the most beautiful things which I like about Namal is its cultural diversity. In Namal, the students come from different backgrounds.
大家好，我叫 Alishba Mahnoor， 我来自巴基斯坦扎瓜尔，我在国立现代语言大学学习中文2年了。I want to say my experience with Namal has been really great so far. The teachers are really good and the students are really cooperative, and the environment is really amazing.
Namal is one of the few universities in all of Pakistan that provides us with the Department of Translation and Interpretation, and it also provides languages in more than 22 languages from all around the world.
The multicultural and the multilingual environment of Namal attracted me to join this institute. Namal is not providing only good graduates to this country, but good citizens to Pakistan.
Namal is the only institution I think for me who can boost my confidence and I communicate with people. Thank you.
About experience being in Namal, it was incredible. Like learning languages, about department, about the students, about the teacher, it was also good. Like there were diversity of students who were studying here. You have I'm exploring different culture, different languages, all that stuff by being here, and being about environment, it being so good.
Namal, which started off as the Army Institute of Languages, is now the National University of Modern Languages. It also represents the strength and unity of the Pakistani nation, that we now have a university that is throughout Pakistan binding people together in different walks of life.
Teachers are very cooperative, well experienced and punctual. I learned too much punctuality in Namal, and Namal is not just an institution, Namal is an imaginary world.
Here at Namal, I feel just like at home, because there is this funny term going on that it is not National Languages of Modern Languages, but it is more like National University of Modern Ladies, because we have equal representation of women and men over here, and I feel extremely safe over here. And apart from that, when it comes to my own department, we have a lot of studios, TV studio, radio studio, and I am able to practically implement the things that I learned in my classroom.
My next question, as you mentioned that you impart world-class education to your students, and it's at very bare minimum charges, the fee structure is low. That means you must be having a huge amount of budget on your disposal to make these modern labs and expand your programs. So you must be getting a lot of funds from HEC, or how does it work? How does your budget work?
Farooq, my response starts from the best financial management.
Okay.
We do not charge much of the fee.
So
I told you earlier.
So
HEC provides us a meager amount of money. I mean, this is not a complaint, but this is what they can allocate for me.
So
whatever we get from them, that is also a blessing. But when it comes to the management, financial management of my universities, my predecessors, and the entire team which is present over here, our focus is that we must make sure that only those things are undertaken which are essentially required to us. And there are no overheads which are not pertinent to the curriculum or to the students' enhancement of their education.
Great.
And let me tell you very honestly, if one wants to do it, there is no dearth of it.
if there's a will, there's a way.
There is a will, there is a way. And we are not getting any money from anybody else.
You're just managing your finances.
Yes,
well.
We are managing our finances well, and to add to it, Alhamdulillah, Namal pays almost 10 million every month as a tax. I would say a huge amount of tax we pay every month.
Wow. And what about, are you adopting to the solarization? That's the buzzword these days. Most of the universities and institutes are going solar. So what are your views on that?
As you already mentioned about it, the SDGs.
Yes.
Laid down principles of UN, poverty alleviation, taking care of the people, cleanliness of the campus, green areas, environment, solarization is one of it. Solarization is part of SDG, but most importantly, it is an economy for me also. We have got at the moment 730 megawatt solar plant. We are planning to enhance it to a level where we should not be paying any bills, and we save that money for our students.
Yep.
But this has brought us in the top universities of the world. We are amongst the, as per the ranking in solarization, Namal stands in top 10 universities of the world.
Awesome. That's another credit to Pakistan.
Yes, that is Alhamdulillah, we are really satisfied. Not only that, in the area of taking care of the poor, as I mentioned earlier, 9,000 students, we never look at them that they are sort of burden for us. We always take it, this is an opportunity to make contribution for our country.
And that's what we all need to do. So, what are you, you were just talking about your contribution towards sustainable development goals of Pakistan, SDGs as we call them. how would you rate yourself, or how would you contribute further to that regard? What are your future plans? I would like to know. And also, you've recently signed a lot of MOUs, memos of understanding. What were those all about, and how do you see the future shaping up?
First of all, as universities at the moment, the single discipline universities have now ceased to exist. Now it is multidisciplinary. We have to see that in which areas we can explore more possibilities, and that too with those like-minded universities where the possibilities of engagement exist. We have signed number of MOUs. At the moment, our active MOUs are almost closer to 100.
Okay.
Which are very beneficial, not only for the MOUs have got impact on ranking also.
Okay.
But more than that, ranking is a byproduct. The main focus is on three important areas. One, that we must have mutual exchange of the students. Because the moment students go there for 1 semester or 2 semesters, their outlook changes. They interact, they learn from those cultures, and when they come back, they contribute much more in our own system. Second is the mutual exchange of faculty. Now, some of the universities of Turkey, they are asking our teachers. China is asking for our teachers. Many other countries are asking that our teachers should go and teach there. Likewise, their teachers are already teaching here on the mutual exchange program. Thirdly, the research which we undertake, our faculty undertakes while they are here in isolation, the scope and the output is enhanced manifold if it is done mutually with the university abroad.
Okay.
They can have mutual research. We can engage them in the online seminars also, international conferences also. Now, these are certain areas in which we are focused most importantly, so as to provide our students the latest trends in research and latest trends in technology and all those things. And here also, one more important thing is that we are also now looking forward that we should have our international faculty also. Without coming here, in this world time of digital, where we can, online is available. So we are trying that international universities, we are offering them the possibilities that you teach our students, and in reciprocity, we teach your students.
Yeah,
and in that way, otherwise, it is again a matter of affordability.
Yes.
But if it is on the mutual reciprocity
basis,
reciprocal basis, then it is quite possible. So this is one of the most important aspect which we are looking today. Other than that, you said what we are looking in the future.
Yep.
We are looking towards having a very high-end academia and industry and corporate collaboration. That is very for the students. We are also looking forward that the leading firms in our country, they should provide internship to our students so as to make them learn those skills which they need after the graduation.
So they are properly trained, and they have that. Great. You also have 5 chairs in your university representing different countries, you were telling me. I would like you to just mention those before we close up.
Farooq, I think very, very important. An honor for Pakistan. This is something which is very special. NAML represents Pakistan. NAML is blessed to have many good things, many positive things for Pakistan. Pakistan is a blessing for us, and NAML is a blessing for this country. Here we have got 5 institutes and 1 chair. First of all, we have got our brother country, China. We have got Confucius Institute.
Okay.
Confucius Institute, Islamabad, NAML, is the oldest in the Islamic world. It was established in April 2004.
Okay.
It is the oldest. It is the best which is contributing not only towards Chinese language, it is also contributing immensely towards the culture, towards the art, and towards the literature of China as well.
Great.
And I, being the president of that institute, I have got my counterpart there in China, Beijing Language and Culture University.
Okay.
We collaborate very, very closely.
Okay.
And it is making huge contribution from both sides.
Okay. Great.
Then we have got Islamabad King Sejong Institute.
Okay.
We call it ICSI. It is the Korean Institute. King Sejong was the founder of the modern Korean language. So King Sejong Institute, again, in the similar way, there is a huge, this is an honor and a great contribution, teaching art and culture and language of the Korean, of South Korea. Then we've got Yunus Emre Institute about the Turkish art and culture, again a great honor. You know, he was a great scholar, Yunus Emre, and the legacy continues. And we are also, our students are learning about art and culture. We have got Institute of Azerbaijan, and then we've got Institute of Iranology.
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 Okay.
Iran.
Iran.
Yes,
Iran.
Iranology.
Iranology.
Institute
Okay.
of Iranology.
Okay.
And other than that, the great honor which we have today, our Dean of Social Sciences, Dr. Yas Shahid, is the chair for Jomene.
Okay.
Jomene is one of the most prestigious chair, and it is from the France. Jomene was a great scholar,
Yes,
French
absolutely.
scholar, you know that.
Yep.
And anybody who gets the chair, it is truly again a great honor, not only for him, it is a great honor for Namal also.
Awesome. That is amazing, and I always say seeing is believing. So, you know, and for me also, all the information that Sir Shahid has shared is eye-opening. You know, I didn't know most of the stuff, and I'm so glad that I came here. And Namal is, you know, has got so many good things to share about Pakistan, and it's an honor. You know, it's adding to the value of Pakistan, and that's what we want all the universities to do. So Shahid, before I wrap up, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, but you know, we have paucity of time. So before I sign off, any important message or anything that you would like to share with our youngsters? You know, we have a youth pulse. About 65% of the population of Pakistan is youngsters. What would you like to? What kind of message would you like to give to them? You know, I'd like you to say that.
Thank you very much. I very frequently talk to them. They are 65% of this country, which means around 150 million.
So
that is a very big number.
So
they are the future. They are the stakeholders today. And I always tell them that as we are told, La taqnatu min rahmatillah. Never be Allah Ta'ala ki rahmat se mayus mat.
yeah, never get disappointed. Always look for betterment in the future. Yeah.
No, these young people who are today, who are the future of Pakistan, my advice to them is, there is no shortcut to hard work. We have to work hard. We have to make sure that whatever dreams their parents are seeing and they send them to the university, they must make sure that through hard work they achieve those goals. And unless they achieve those goals, they will not be successful, and the future of this country would need them to work hard.
Those words coming from the Rector, National University of Modern Languages, very well said. There's no shortcut to hard work, and I always say, Pakistan is our pride. This is our identity. We have to own it in full spirit, in our hearts, in our minds, and we are the ones who have to take Pakistan to the next level. So never give up, work hard, and I am confident we can do it. So Shahid, thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you very much for sharing all these good things.
Thank you very much.
And I wish all the best for Namal, and I hope it continues to contribute towards the betterment of Pakistan and reaches new heights. Viewers, with this, we come to the end of this episode of Sky's the Limit. Inshallah, I'll see you in another episode. Till then,